Welcome to week 12 of Fun at Home English. Today we will look at the answers to the questions from last week's story. That was Digger and Daisy Go to the Zoo. Then I'll introduce a new story to you. We can read the story together and then you can answer some questions about it. Let's go! Let's look at the answers to the questions from the story. First, write your English name, class, and class number. What is the title of this story? Here's the cover. It says, Digger and Daisy Go to the Zoo. Who is the author of the story? You can see at the bottom it says Judy Young. The author is Judy Young. Who is the illustrator? It says illustrated by Dana Sullivan. What animals are Digger and Daisy? You can see they are two dogs. Where will they go? You can see a monkey and a giraffe on the cover, and it says they go to the zoo. What is the weather like in the story? Here on the first page it says, it is a hot day. The weather is hot. You can see the sun. What color is the big bird? Here it says, they see big birds, they see little birds. And the big bird is purple. What does the pink bird do? Look at that bird. It is pink. It stands on one leg. It's a flamingo. It can stand on one leg. What happens to Digger when he stands on one leg? He wiggles, he wobbles, and over he falls. That means he falls down. Which animals do they see next? They walk over to the monkeys. You can see 3 monkeys there. Where are the monkeys? It says here, a monkey is in a tree. Yeah, they are in the tree. What does Digger want to do? I want to climb a tree, says Digger. He wants to climb up, but he can't. What can Daisy and Digger climb? Daisy and Digger climb stairs. They go up and up. Yeah, they can climb the stairs. When they get to the top, which animal do they see next? They see a giraffe. What does Digger try to do next? Have a look at the picture. Digger wants to eat a leaf from a tree. He's copying the giraffe, eating leaves from a tree. What animal do they see in the pond? Here's a pond, and it says, a duck swims in the water. They see a duck. What does Digger want to do next? I want to swim, says Digger. Can I swim? What is the water like? Digger says, come on in. The water is nice. But Daisy says, the water is cold. Oh, it's cold in the water. She doesn't like it. What happens to Daisy at the end? She wiggles, she wobbles, splash! Daisy falls in. She falls in the water. What can Digger do? Let's see. When Digger thinks, he says, I cannot stand on one leg. I cannot climb a tree. And I cannot eat a leaf from a tree. But he swims. He can swim in a pond. The last question is, what is your favorite animal and why? You can answer, I like, because, or my favorite animal is because. Let's look at some examples. I like rabbits because they are cute. Or my favorite animal is the rabbit because they are cute. I like penguins. You can use some other words apart from cute. For example, I like penguins because they are lovely, or beautiful, adorable, clever, or funny. This student says, my favorite animal is the horse because I like horse riding. That's great. Riding on a horse is so fun. This student says, my favorite animal is the elephant because they have long noses and big ears too. This student says, my favorite animal is the monkey because they like to eat bananas and climb trees. My favorite animal is the giraffe because they have long necks. My favorite animal is the dolphin because they can jump very high. My favorite animal is the gorilla because they are strong. My favorite animal is the flamingo, just like in the story, because they have pink and red feathers. Yes, and they can stand on one leg too. My favorite animal is the cheetah because they are fast. They are really fast. My favorite answer was, I like anacondas because they look scary. I love scary animals. An anaconda is a really long snake. Yeah, it's scary. This week we're going to do another Digger and Daisy story. This story is called Digger and Daisy Go on a Picnic. Have you been on a picnic before? A picnic is where we eat food outside, maybe at the park or the beach. Digger and Daisy are sitting on a red and white picnic mat. Then they have a basket of food and drinks for their picnic. What can you see? They brought a watermelon and a pie and a bottle of cola. The author of this story is Judy Young, and the illustrator is Dana Sullivan. You can see their names at the bottom. Let's read the story. Digger and Daisy walk to the park for a picnic. Daisy likes to look at things. Digger likes to smell things, and he has a very good nose. They walk by a garden. Digger wiggles his nose. He sniffs. He snuffs. What is that smell? Says Digger. Daisy looks. Flowers, she says. Digger puts his head in the flowers. They smell good, says Digger. Look out, says Daisy. That bee will sting you. Digger and Daisy walk by a house. The window is open. Digger wiggles his nose. He sniffs. He snuffs. What is that smell? Says Digger. Daisy looks. Pie, she says. Digger puts his nose in the window. It smells good, says Digger. Look out, says Daisy. Digger jumps back just in time. Bang! The window shuts fast. Digger and Daisy walk in the park. Digger wiggles his nose. He sniffs. He snuffs. What is that smell? Says Digger. Daisy looks. Hot dogs, she says. Digger puts his nose close. Look out, says Daisy. It is hot. Digger and Daisy walk in the woods. Daisy stops. She looks at the ground. What is it? Says Digger. A hole, says Daisy. Digger likes to smell everything. He puts his nose in the hole. Digger sniffs. He sniffs dirt up his nose. Digger snuffs. He snuffs more dirt up his nose. Do you smell anything? Says Daisy. No, I do not smell anything now, Digger says. My nose is full of dirt. Digger and Daisy walk some more. They see some flowers. Can you smell the flowers? Says Daisy. Digger sniffs. He snuffs. But his nose is full of dirt. No, Digger says. I cannot smell the flowers. It is time to eat. They sit under a tree. Daisy gives Digger a hot dog. Can you smell the hot dog? Says Daisy. Digger sniffs. He snuffs. No, Digger says. I cannot smell the hot dog. Daisy gives Digger some pie. Can you smell the pie? Says Daisy. Digger sniffs. He snuffs. No, Digger says. I cannot smell the pie. Soon it is time to go home. They walk out of the woods. Digger does not sniff. They walk out of the park. Digger does not snuff. They walk by the house. Digger does not wiggle his nose. They walk by the garden. Digger does not smell anything. But Digger sees something. It is in the flowers. It is black and white. Digger puts his head in the flowers. He sniffs a big sniff. He snuffs a big snuff. Then he sneezes a big sneeze. Achoo! Now Digger can smell again. Look out, says Daisy. But Daisy is too late. Digger smells the skunk, and Daisy smells Digger. You have a good nose, Digger, says Daisy. but you smell bad. The end. Now we've read the story, you can answer some questions. First, tell me your English name, your class, and your class number. What is the title of this story? Who is the author of the story? Who is the illustrator? What will Digger and Daisy do? What food can you see on the cover? Where will they go? How do they go there? When they get to the park, Daisy is reading a book. What is the title of her book? Daisy likes to look at things. What animal does Daisy see? Digger likes to smell things. What fruit does he smell? Digger walks by a garden. What does he smell? Why does Daisy say, "Look out"? Digger walks by a house. What does he smell? Why does Daisy say, "Look out"? What does Digger smell in the park? Why does Daisy say, "Look out"? They walk in the woods. They see a hole. Digger sniffs. What goes up Digger's nose? What happens to Digger? They walk home. How does Digger feel? Digger sees a black and white animal. What is it? Digger sniffs and snuffs. What happens? Digger can smell again. How does he smell? Did you go on a picnic before? Where did you go? What food and drinks did you bring? I went for a picnic on the beach. I brought some sausages, some fruit, and some cakes. I had a great time. How about you? Where did you go? And what food and drinks did you bring? See you next week. Bye-bye.